Okay, today Spirit is going to extend on the operating of not my pineal, but of the viewer's pineal organ. So it's the activating of your third eye, and I believe that this is what the prerequisite videos have been leading up to. Did I get that right, Spirit? You're right on the thumb mark. We do deliver for our aim hitting the mark. We aim for your eye. Go ahead. The committing and communicating with us, yourselves, using what is due you, your divine eye. Oh boy. Okay. I gotta loosen up because it's such a big statement, guys. Andrea, go ahead, for your mind is not going to be of value if you don't. Andrea, explain what it is. For the value for you that you carry and bring this message for others to open and use their divine eye. What does it mean to you, Andrea, personally? Is there any value for you in doing this to be true? There's a lot of value for it. For I know there is so much value in someone else, anyone wishing to exercise their right to their divine eye. There's a lot of value in it for me. I'm not alone, number one. Number two, the understanding and the truth and the information given through an active pineal is amazing, and it stands to improve as a compass does someone's direction, everyone's lives. In most of all, it's all based in knowing what is true. Now here, Spirit, we cannot value what is given us unless at first we know that it's true. The truth, this is Spirit now, I'm done, I guess. Go ahead. The truth has been dispelled of so much information and knowledge given you, and for it, Andrea, this is the value that you say for you is true. For your fellow, same passengers, but men, fellow, my humanity, for your fellow men, Andrea, woman, human. You wish for your desire for them, for their truth, be made true. It is of your intention, sitting here, allowing for message be brought through you. True. That's true. Andre, it will be said again. And allowing for the courage that it takes for you yourself as our medium will seem okay. And what they're saying is that they realize that this is repetitious, or that I may view it as repetitious, some of the things that Spirit's going to bring up again. And for this reason, prior to this reading, I've done it, set an intention to completely remove my thoughts or control of it, and then let this message be brought. For the closing, for the kept closing of the divine eye, be stopped. So, Spirit, are you saying that there is a possibility that through the proper knowledge that anyone can activate their pineal? Andrea, it is. But without an end. I don't understand that. Hang with me. Hang with Spirit, okay? They're trying their best to... And all they've got is me to go through, so... They're really good at figuring me out, but it still takes a while to fall on me. I'm really stubborn, you guys. Hang on. Andrea, the claim of what we offer is true. For the pineal being active and used by divine right, be not only you. Whomever should choose it, that freeborn good of their divine eye, shall use it. Should they need only be informed, should they only direct their intention in order for their ability to connect with it. Meaning, if it, you set, when you, what you're saying to them and me is, all they need is to set the intention and the desire for the using of their divine eye, right? And it is the intention met. And it is also for the reason this divinely guided procedure it may be found in your mind and set to be repetitious. However interested, go ahead. However many of you may be wishing and interested in knowing of the opening of their third eye, this lays not down the blanket. Go ahead. For the opening of their third eye. What do you mean by that? I mean, everything starts with an idea, right? Andrea, the blanket as a cursor. It in nowhere completely does it even begin to cover what will be needed in the... Go ahead. It is in the mental surgery that they must do in order to erect and direct their mind's eye. Andrea, we cut through clear and clean. From our third eyes here in the divine. For before our third eye, there is no sheen, and there is nothing to... Andrea, there is no light for us to bring. Meaning they have the clearest light that there is through the third eye. Andrea, the finding for truth. Go ahead. The finding for truth has been abandoned for the finding of your active third eye. And prior to the birth of the truth, it is so imperatively important that we all understand the why. The why the dry has been given the divine eye. The lie has been given the divine eye. Well, I think we all know that. I mean, well, not all of us, but I do. And I know many that don't have the active pineal that I do. They seek the truth, and they do sense through, in one way or another, that they want the truth, and and realizing that it is covered with so many lies. But what Spirit is, and what I'm gathering from Spirit is to gather for you, is that we have to understand the why this is being done, the why the disguising of, for our own good, the divine eye. Well, this is going to go really deep, I have a feeling. Go ahead, Spirit. I'm glad you guys are here. If no matter how many classes you've taken to Kundalini and the opening the third eye and meditations and all of that, although meditations, Spirit is telling me I will not deny, meaning it will not come out of my mouth to deny meditation. But anything else, you guys, this will cost you nothing to stay with these with us. I know that when I first started recording videos, and I moved up to Oakdale with my cousin, and I was doing the videos outside, and I was really still new to this ability. And boy, if there was a series on the pineal that I started, but I never finished it because I got scared. I started getting confused, and I didn't know if it was trickster energy or, I'm just feeling like this is way too much for me. And so I backed off on that, and I started doing other topics, but here we are at the divine eye. Spirit, and I guess every topic of the day is going to be the third eye for a while, guys. I might as well change my title, my channel's title, but I won't. Andrea, it is regardless for them to know why. For their seeking. Okay, see, that contradicts, so I heard it wrong. Are you saying that they don't need to know why? Andrea, we are saying we place an intention only through our third eye will it be realized. Hmm. Well, that's better. Then we don't have a bunch of lot of hours in explaining why this is being hid. And the why is, and these are my words, not spirits. We're divine. We're divine, and we have no idea about it. We have no idea we're divine. Divine spirits inside these bodies. Divine spirits inside these closed up and in an immeasurable amount life filled minds. And that was spirit right there. Under one way or another, we all seek the truth over time, over at least one time in our lives. And it is for that wishing and the wanting to know what the truth is. And for it be found, the first awareness must be the truth of their possession of the divine eye. Under your viewers, although they watch you with two eyes, are no different, no less greater in the ability for their activating their divine eye and using it than you or I. We make no slate, no score, who has some and who has more. All of that, false believing, pretensions, denying true intentions, must first be lost your head. The soul of a new found go ahead. I'm not hearing. I gotta take a break, guys. My shoulders are really tense. I need to breathe. Be right back. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Spirit. I just feel all this tension. Under the tension is in your head. Meaning it is my mind always, always, always. My ego, my egoic mind, which is in place for my safety in life, but is constantly trying to override what it is that is Spirit is delivering through my divine eye for your receiving of it. I struggle with this. I'm not gonna lie. But my desire and my intention is to deliver for you from them in high. Spirit's got me rhyming. Andrea, the intention is met through your go ahead. Andrea, the intention was met through your third eye. soon discovering and using the divine eye. Andrea, you sought with all your heart to communicate with those who are in the divine, your daughter, an example prime. The deliverance of your heart upon the quest. Was the seal. The command breaking of all hurdles and protective vest, meaning I wanted it so truly in my heart. My intention was so truly in my heart to receive from her. Andrea, the intention was met. An intention, all intentions ever met, had the weight, the heaviness, the authority such as how yours was met. Meaning it's wholeheartedly. I mean, it's like, it's that deep-seated I want more than anything. Not for your ego be met, Andrea. This was for the soothing and the finding for your heart be met, and it was. So I didn't force it with the automatic writing. Under the force in which your wanting was met was offered by the writing in the action of the sincerity, the desire within your chest, your heart. And when we moon over in a disguise, meaning with the moon, it is like a spell. When we moon over with our eyes, our desire for the opening of the third eye, we're romancing it. But we in the high are not dancing with that, with it. For it doesn't fit. An ego aligned for the drawing or the aiming of opening the third eye is left behind a slamming door. For it is unheard of that what the ego mind craves and may adore is ever given them a divine eye in the beauty, in the giving gifts, in the ability of it and the truth be explored. So what you're saying is you have to be holy, purely, I'm not holy, I'm not pure. I cuss, I drink, I fornicate, I do all kinds of things, guys. What does that mean? But Andrea, in the truth of your ego, beyond the ego, on the bottom floor, your cherishing of what your heart wanted, nothing more of. And for your not even knowing it, walking through the door, being welcomed through the door. Gotta be careful when spirit starts to build ego. Andrea, the ego is on the other side of the door. Slam shut. This is the primary reason for this communication, be explored. So, And correct me if I'm wrong, and this is to help because I get confused with some of the wording. But if our intentions, the reasons for wanting, I mean, intentions and reasons, are those the same things? Andrea, setting an intention is the reason, for go ahead. When you set an intention, Andrea, there are many, many reasons behind it. And of some of them, we do now explore. For an intention to be unexplored prior to being released, leaves it lacking something, something more. Too many, go ahead. Too many instances where the intent, it could still be explored, meaning it's not a solid, Andrea, and for it will be snagged in the universal net, so to speak, for it not coming to fruition. For it first needs more to be explored. In other words, the ego mind wants to be able to see his third eye because he wants to be able to know the future, the past, talk to God, and everything. In Andrea, it is those intentions not thought through, explored, that are ignored. For the lack of the genuine extension of the desire and the formation of your intent. Be explored, meaning you wholeheartedly, everything has to be thought through completely by us, but not only thought through but felt through. That's what you're saying, Andrea. This we will not ignore, for it is the basis of go ahead. It is the basis of what cannot be ignored. Should you purchase with the value of your known and explored heart, purchase the opening of your eye. Andre, we will simplify. For the extension, go ahead. For the exceptional reason of the exploring done prior to the using of your divine good, your divine eye. For it is not without you or I knowing. I'm not understanding. Andrea, prior to, this is going to get confusing, I think. I need to take another break, guys. This one's hard. Spirit's saying, you got this, you got this. Andrea, when one values the truth for themselves knowing of it, and it is sought for the truth the divine eye and the intention upon it for truth be brought. And it is the solution. It is the alchemized specific measures for the awareness and the truth through your divine eye be brought. It's the opening of the eye. So basically, and now I'm getting this like strange sense that from my pineal and down my spine is a and into my heart, like my spine, and then into my heart, or in my chest. I'm feeling a sensation there that there's a connection strongly. And this part of the mind has nothing to do with the activation of the divine eye. It comes from in here. It's in here. Andrea, it is the foundation. The energy, the bed of all that will deliver for the opening of your divine eye be met. It is where it is fed. They're saying that the go ahead. Andrea, your heart is very much the source for the divine eye's bed. For its encasing only be in your head. For the truest workings of it and the best releasing of it is from this area of its bed, not your head. Not basically, but in words outside of rhyme, and correct me if I'm wrong, Spirit, it doesn't matter what this wants. The divine eye is deaf to what this wants. And the communicating with it, right? The communicating with it is not due the desire of this mind at all. It is activated through the desire of the bedding of the mind's eye, of the divine eye. The bedding. If I'm quiet, you guys, I gotta think about this. Andrea, your divine eye was awoken from its bed when there was that true seeking for you, your daughter's word communication behad you. It was not the desire of your mind more than it was the desire for your heart be met with its own divine, Andrea, your heart knew she was going to be available to you outside of this mind of yours. Your ability to override what your mind may have said upon the months of scribbling, your ability to allow for your heart to remain in line, for you to keep going in your automatic writing, and to reach the end of it, to reach the opening of the eye. The result was your divine eye, and you're communicating with your daughter through it. This is an image that I'm getting as in a in all of our beliefs, and if it's in our head, it's of our mind. And spirit is pretty much, you're pretty much telling us that it is only a measure of the biology that it is viewed like that over time. Andrea, the head is very much the chest. For all intended purposes. Go ahead. Andrea, your mind was the receiver of the desire within your chest. We do place the frontal mind lobe, the frontal mind, the working instrument of it, on the sidelines in order for the complete view of what is within our hearts to be realized. And it's always, guys, always from the heart. It doesn't matter how good you live your life. It doesn't matter how organized you are. It doesn't matter if you could be sentenced to life. It does not matter how many classes you take. I just see the light. It's just so, I just want you guys to plug into this jug of juice so bad. I'm going to cry. It is. And it was from the heart that you seek. And unparalyzed by fear was it that you and your divine I should meet. There is no fear which lies within the divine eye's bed. And for it is heard anything to it that you've said, that your heart is saying to it. It hears it. It adheres to it. I'm going to have to stop, guys. It is so emotionally, I am being given this emotionally awareness, this huge focus on the heart and the feelings that it has and the activation that is met for it being the bed of the divine eye that we are all given for the use of, for the navigating it like a compass, for truth be put to bed in your head, known you. Very beautiful. I just kind of woke up a little bit ago, but I'll be back tonight and we'll continue with this. I'm really, really, really overwhelmed with what came through. I'm just shocked. And I'm hoping that, well, I don't have to hope. Spirit assures me, and they're very confident that through the vibrational message of this will align with those that seek for the truth and in the bed of their heart they hold for the opening of their divine eye be true. It's coming, guys. This is overwhelming. The my shoulders are relaxed, but then now there's a really, and I don't normally feel anything, but there's a lot of tensioning in the muscles in my back, like where my heart is, you know. Andrea, the heart is the core. A key available, all of us, opening any locked door. It's not in the head, guys. It's not where you take your mind. It's where your heart. It's 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 allowing for your heart to guide, following it. First, you gotta allow it to find so clearly what it's searching for, and then let it guide you. You'll find it. Yeah. Andrea, it is high time for these rulings be read. For the common knowledge be known you is not within your head. For the true guiding of the divine eye in your head will be found in the cradling and the guidance of your heart, the divine bed. Beautiful. Love you, Spirit. Love you guys. With the critic's mind, you could probably watch my videos and go, this bitch is out of her mind. You know? But it's all in the intention. It is what you're going to find. It is. For those that this does reach in any way, shape, or form, you are aligned. The frequency, we are aligned as the divine has intended. Those truly seeking this message, and the ones to follow, and the ones before this, from this channel at least, from the divine, will be met you. And you will be given, offered and given the truth for your own knowing it through your divine eye. I love questions. I love comments. Questions can be answered. Any kind of question that you have regarding the divine eye, we'll say third eye, but I like divine eye because it's a more registering solid fact that we are divine, and what belongs with us and our communication tool is also divine. It is a divine eye. If you have any questions though for Spirit, put them in the comments, and they will be answered through the divine, by the divine. And it's a patience thing. This is not something you can just want like right now and expect it to be given you, apparently. Andrea, this as a clock winding now fast, so the gears are going fast, it will unwind in a fair amount of time. So it's not going to take long before this is all reviewed to us, but the way this has been delivered in these series since I started this channel is it is all in design by the divine, and you can never ever ever challenge that because you'll never be right. So that's all, guys. I love you, Spirit. They're appreciating my allowing for their guide, for you. Be met. Of course. Alright, next one. Bye, guys.